Hello friends, welcome to Global Online Kannada. Friends, this is our lecture number 3 on ICT. So if you haven't downloaded our Global Online app from Play Store, the link will be available in the description box. So ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಪನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಒಂದು ಲೋಗೋವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀವು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಥಿಯರಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇವೆ, MCQs ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ MCQ ಸೆಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ 50ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ MCQs ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು PDFsಗಳಿವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡ ಎರಡೂ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲಭ್ಯವಿವೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಈಸ್ 2000 rupees. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಲು ಬಯಸಿದರೆ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ನೋ ಟು ರನ್ ಅ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಟು ಡೂ ಮೆನಿ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಲು ನಮಗೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ set of instructions, data or programs used to operate the computer. So whenever you want to run the computer, whenever you want to do specific tasks in the computer, we need some set of instructions. So we need some set of programs. These programs are known as the computer software. So ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. So software it is a term used to refer applications, scripts, programs that run on a device. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಡಿವೈಸನ್ನು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಲು ನಮಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. So early software was written for specific computers. So earlier software was written for specific computers and it was running on hardware. In the 1980s, software began to be sold on floppy disks, later on CDs and DVDs. Today, the most software is purchased and directly downloaded over the internet. So ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೊದಲು ಈ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ರನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ 1980ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರನ್ನು ಈ ಫ್ಲಾಪಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ, ಈ CD ಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ, DVD ಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಕಾರಗಳಿವೆ. ಇವು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಬಾರಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ KSETನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. So application software it is a computer software package that performs a specific function for a user, in some cases for another application. So application software means these are made for some tasks. So if you want to search anything, we are going to use web browser. So for these specific purposes application softwares are made. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ವೆಬ್ ಬ್ರೌಸರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. MS ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ MS ಆಫೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿವೆ, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಗಳಾಗಿವೆ. ಸೊ an application can be self-contained or it can be a group of programs that run the application for the user. So this application software it can be self-contained and also it can be group of programs that is running in the computer by the user. So example of modern applications are office suites and graphics softwares, databases, then database management programs, web browsers, word processors, software development tools, image editors, communication platforms. These are all known as the application software. So just remember here, application software means we are using to run some specific functions, and these may be self-contained or it can be a group of programs. Examples: web browser, word processors, image editors, etc. Then Microsoft Office. Yes, Microsoft Office, Adobe Photoshop, Audacity, Inkscape, Visual Studio, VLC Media Player, Jet Audio, then Picasa, Google Chrome, Tally, these are all known as the application software, because these softwares we are using to run specific tasks. For example, to play video we are using a VLC media player. Yes, for photo editing we are using Audio Photoshop. Yes, for to type them information we are using Microsoft Office. So the next type of software is, that is system software. So these software programs are designed to run a computer's application programs and hardware. So to run these computers hardware and also to run the application programs, we are using this system software. And system software is going to coordinate the activities and functions of the hardware and also software. So please remember, system software is going to run or it is going to coordinate the activities of and functions of the hardware and also software. ಸೊ ಈ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಗಳ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿ ಸಾಗಲು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ದ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ and provide an environment or platform for all other types of software to work in. So to run all other softwares in a computer we need system software. So computer ನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿವಿಧ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ರನ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ವಿವಿಧ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ರನ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ನ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. Then OS is the best example for system software. So operating system, it is an best example for the system software. So operating system ಇದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಉಳಿದ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಾವು ಫರ್ಮ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಗಳಾಗಿವೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್, ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ 7, ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ 8, Mac operating system, Linux, Unix, Android, antivirus, disk formatting, computer language translator. So these are all examples for system software. So the next one is driver software. So driver software is also known as device drivers. As you all know, device drivers, this software is often considered a type of system software. It is also working like system software only. And device drivers control the devices and peripherals connected to a computers. Yes, these drivers, whenever you are going to connect pen drive or any other devices to the computer, to run these peripheral devices, the drivers are very essential. So these are going to control the devices and peripherals connected to a computer and to enabling them to perform their specific task. And every device that is connected to a computer needs at least one device driver to function. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಈ ಪೆನ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲು ನಮಗೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ USB storage devices, keyboards, headphones, printers. Just to connect all these we need drivers. The next one is middleware. So the middleware describes software that mediates between application and system software. Yes, please remember it. The middleware, it is going to mediate between, one is application software and also system software, or also between different kinds of application software. So middleware is going to act between application software and system software, or between application softwares. So for example, middleware middleware enables Microsoft Windows to talk to Excel and Word. So this is known as the middleware. It means it is acting between two softwares, application softwares, or between application software and system software. So for that we are using middleware. Example, it is going to connect Microsoft Windows to talk to Excel and Word. It is also used to send a remote work request from an application in a computer that has one kind of operating system to an application in a computer with a different OS, different type of operating system. So for remote work request we are using middleware. The next type of software is, that is programming software. So computer programmers use programming software to write code, and programming software and programming tools enable developers to develop, write, test, debug and other software programs. So yes, to write, to test, to debug, for all these purposes we are going to use programming softwares. Yes, programming softwares, for example, assemblers, compilers, debuggers and interpreters, these are all known as the programming softwares. So programming software means we are using this to write code. Then program means, as you all know, program, it is set of instructions for performing particular tasks. Yes, to perform any task in a computer, there will be given instruction. That set of instructions is known as the program. Then the computer interprets the instructions as 1 and 0. So as you all know, the computers is using binary system, that is 0 and 1. Then a program can be written in an assembly language as well as in high level language. Please remember, program ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು assembly language ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ high level language ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. And the program you can write in assembly language and also in high level language, and this written program is known as the source program. This you have to remember, written program in a computer is also known as the source program. Then the source program is to be converted into machine language, which is called object program. Yes, after writing it, yes, the source program, yes, after writing the assembly language, after writing this program can be written after writing the program in assembly language or high level language. It is known as the source program. Then after that, source program is converted into machine language. This is known as the object program. So these two types of programs you have to remember. Then let us move to the programming languages. A programming language means it is a set of rules that convert strings or graphical program elements in the case of usual programming languages to various kinds of machine code outputs. So these programming languages, these are the set of rules, and these rules are going to convert any program elements into machine code output. To get output we need programming languages. Yes, programming languages are one kind of computer language, and these are used in computer programming to implement algorithms. Then most programs must be converted into machine language or binary code so that the instructions can be performed on the computer. As you all know, the computer system is going to understand binary system, that is 0 and 1. So all of the programs, most of the programs are converted into machine language, that or binary code. Then only the computer can understand and perform the activity. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಈ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೈನರಿ ಕೋಡಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಒಂದು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ಟನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಪ್ 10 ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಾವಾ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪೈಥಾನ್, CPP, PHP, Swift, C#, Ruby, Objective-C, SQL. These are all known as the programming languages. Then let us move to the machine language. Machine language means it is a collection of binary digits. Yes, this you have to remember here. Machine language means these are binary digits such as 0 and 1. And machine language is the only language a computer is capable of understanding. So computer ಕೇವಲ ಈ ಮಷಿನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So each bit may be set to 0 and 1. So these binary systems, machine language is using binary digits such as 0 and 1. And the series of bit represent instruction that a computer can understand. So ಈ ಒಂದು series of bit ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So programmers use either high level language or assembly language. And this machine language is also known as first generation language. Please remember, machine language ಗೆ ನಾವು first generation language ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So next let us move to the assembly language. Assembly language means it contains the same instructions as machine language but instructions and variables have names instead of numbers. So when it comes to machine language, here the instructions are giving in binary code, that is 0 and 1. But when it comes to assembly language, here the instructions are or variables are written in names instead of the numbers. So here we are not using 0 and 1, we are writing by using names in assembly language. And these assembly, remember, assembly languages are readable, and machine language is very difficult to understand for human beings, but assembly language it can be understood by the human beings. So an assembly language is a type of low level programming language. Please remember, machine language is assembly language is known as low level programming language, and that is intended to communicate directly with the computer's hardware. Here this assembly language is directly communicating with computer's hardware. But machine language, it consists of binary codes and hexadecimal characters. Assembly languages are designed to be readable by humans, but machine language is not readable by the human beings. Assembly language is readable by the human beings. And assembly language translates high level languages into machine language. Yes, assembly language, it can also translate high level languages into machine language. Then let us move to the high level language. So a high level language, or HLL, it is a programming language such as C, Fortran, yes, or Pascal, that enables a programmer to write programs that are more or less independent of a particular type of computer. So high level language means here a programmer or the user, he can write the program. Please remember, high level, in case of high level language, we can write the program that more or less independent of a particular type of computer. Such languages are considered as high level because they are closer to human beings, because we can write the program here. These are very closer to the human beings and further from machine languages. So these are machine language is not closer to the human beings, but this high level language we can write. And the first level programming languages were designed in 1950. Now there are dozens of different languages such as Algol, Basic, COBOL, C, C++, Fortran, Lisp, Pascal, Prolog. These are different types of programming languages. The next one is language processor. So language processor means it is a special type of software that has the potential to translate the program codes into machine codes. Yes, please remember, to translate the program code into machine code we are using language processor. So language processor, it is going to convert, yes, the program codes into machine codes. So languages such as COBOL and Fortran have language processors. So some programming languages will be having language processors, which are generally used to perform tasks like processing source code to object code. Yes, next let us discuss on types of language processors. Yes, when it comes to types of language processor, there are some types of language processor. The first one is compiler. So compiler means, as you know, compiler it is a language processor, and it will allow the computer to run and understand the program by reading and the complete source program in one time. So here the compiler, it is going to it is a language processor. It is going to allow the computer to run and understand the program. The computer can run the program and also it can understand the program by reading the complete source program in one time. So for that, compiler is going to help, and this program is written in high level language, and the computer can then interpret this code because it is translated into machine language. So by using compiler, we can translate this programming language into machine language. So here we can translate this high level language into machine language. So while working on the Harvard Mark 1 computer, while working on the Harvard Mark 1 computer, Grace Hopper created the first compiler. So please remember, first compiler was created by Grace Hopper. Yes, when he was working on the Harvard Mark 1 computer. So Grace Hopper ಎಂಬುವರು ಹಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 1 ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ. And then second type of programming language is language processor is assembler. So assembler, it is also language processor. Assembler converts programs written in assembly language into machine language. Please remember, compiler is going to convert the programs which is written in high level language into machine language, and assembler is going to convert the programs which is written in assembly language into machine language. And the source program has assembly language instructions which is an input to the assembler, and the assembler is going to translate the source code into machine code that is understandable by the computer. This is also known as machine code or object code. Third one is interpreter. An interpreter, it is a computer program. It is going to allow the computer to understand what task to program. So what task is going to perform by the computer, to understand it, the interpreter is very helpful. Then the program written with the help of using one of the many high level programming languages are directly executed by interpreter without previously converting them to an objective or machine code. Yes, when it comes to some programs which are the programs written with the help of using one of the many high level programming languages, then these are, yes, when the program is written by using many high level programming languages, these are directly executed by the interpreter without converting them into machine language. And when the interpreter is translating the source code, it displays an error message if there is an error in the statement. Next, let us move to the binary number system. It is also a very small topic in ICT, but sometime you may expect question on these topics. A binary number system. A binary number is a number expressed in base 2. Yes, here we have to just remember the base of each number system. When it comes to binary number system, the base is 2 here, and these symbols are 0 and 1. Please remember 0 and 1. There are two bases in binary system. One is 0 and another one is 1. And the binary system is used almost all modern computers and computer based devices. Yes, here you can see the examples. So binary number referred as bits. Next one is decimal number system. Yes, when it comes to decimal number system, it is also known as Hindu-Arabic or Arabic number system. And here the base is 10, and here the numerals which are used 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in decimal number system, the base is 9, the numerals are 0 to 9. It also requires a dot, decimal point, to represent the decimal fractions. The next one is octal number system. Octal number system means here the base is 8, and the numerals which are included here 0 to 7. Then the next one is hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system, the base is 16. Here the number system uses 16 symbols to represent the numbers, and these are the numerals 0 to 9 and the alphabets from A to F. So hexadecimal number system, the base is 16 here. Okay friends, this is about today's session. In the next video we will discuss some other topics. If you want to join our paper 1 crash course, you can contact us. The number will be given in the description box. Thank you.